was to take that hammer and rehash the whole story. He said that was what I was sent and put on the earth to do. So why should I feel sorry about something that I was sent to do? I was put on this earth to do. And then went to commercial. Then went to commercial break. Is that heavy? I remember seeing that as a young child, like a teenager. I said, what kind of moms they don't want? And they electrocuted it. He didn't say nothing. The priest came up there to say he wanted to. He said, I don't need none of that. I'm good. Send me to where I need to go. I'm ready. Are y'all hearing that? So know that there are people in the world called Satan's seed. It says Satan's seed and Yahweh's seed would grow together. And at the end, Yahweh would, his angels would separate who was who. The wheat and the tare. Y'all remember that's the parable? That's what he's talking about. Okay? The wicked and the good and the righteous. Come on, Brother John, read.
And their king Zepho went at their head, and they made war with Tubal and the idols, and they subdued them. And when they returned from the battle, they renewed his government for him, and they built for him a very large palace for his royal habitation and seat. And they made a large throne for him, and Zepho reigned over the whole land of Chittim.
The sum of the land of Chittim. The whole land of Chittim, come on.
And over the land of Italia 50 years.
So they're letting you know it's coming out in the books. They Italian, Italy. Yeah, we ain't saying it, but you know, Italian. We don't say it like that. Maybe they won't get the connection. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that they put in the writings to throw you off. Chittim and over the whole land of Italia 50 years. So they're making it clear that Zepho, the grandson of Esau, reigned. Last one, and we're closing out with this last one to let you know that Zepho and his and what happened to bring these nations together to make them one. Esau is a nation. Esau is a nation. And Esau mixed in with Ishmaelites, Canaanites, Hittites. Now he over here mixing with Chittim, the Greeks, the Romans, and the Greeks. Now watch this. This is the last proof here. Jasher chapter 90 verse 1. Come on, Brother John.
The hand of Chittim prevailed over the children of Esau.
So now we see Chittim and the children of Esau, they fighting.
Right.
Watch this.
And the children of Chittim slew of the children of Esau 22,000 men. And all the children of Esau fled before them.
Y'all see that?
Yes.
Watch this. Come on.
And the children of Chittim pursued them, and they reached Hadad, king of Edom.
So Edom is Esau, right? Come on.
Who was running before them, and they caught
See,
him.
this is the king of Edom running faster than anybody that's supposed to be fighting for him. The chief dude is running before them. So he was running faster than all of the folks that was chasing. He gone, right? Who was running before them, and they, what?
Caught him alive.
They caught him alive. Come on.
And brought him to Abenius, king of Chittim.
Chittim. Y'all hear that? Brought him to that king. This is the Romans and this is Esau. Okay? But they wasn't Romans at that time. They were known as Chittim. Okay, come on.
And Abenius ordered him to be slain.
So Abenius, the king of Chittim, ordered Edom, Hadad, to be slain. Come on.
Hadad, king of Edom, died in the 48th year of his reign.
Y'all see that? Watch this.
And the children of Chittim continued their pursuit of Edom, and they smote them with a great slaughter, and Edom became subject to the children of Chittim.
Oh, wow. That's how they...
So Edom became subject to the children of Chittim. Now remember, Edom became subject to the children of Israel. But when the prophecy was when they had dominion, that he would break their yoke. Y'all remember that?
What the prophecy was, yeah.
Now, why they didn't do it here? They didn't break no yoke. They became subject to the children of Chittim. Watch this.
The children of Chittim ruled over Edom, and Edom became more under the hand of the children of Chittim, and became one kingdom from that day.
Oh, they joined in with them. Wow.
They became one kingdom from that day. Y'all get something? Come on.
And from that time they could no more lift up their heads, and their kingdom became one with the children of Chittim.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Can't lift up their head no more. They were slaughtered so much.
Wow.
So Esau said, man, I can't die. I got to be at the end of the world.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and jump on this Chittim train and just become one with them. And somehow, because I am a designing and deceitful man, I'm going to get at the top of them
Wow.
and reign and rule over. Are you hearing that? So I'm going to maneuver and wiggle my way until I get at the top again.
Yeah.
And once I get the top, wow, look at what we're going to do.
Wow.
We're going to own the whole world.
Yeah.
Come on.
And Abanius placed officers in Edom, and all the children.
Some of the children.
All the children.
All the children of who?
Edom
Yeah.
became subject and tributary to Abanius, and Abanius turned back to his own land, Shittim.
Come on.
And when he returned, he renewed his government and built for himself a spacious and fortified palace for a royal residence, and reigned securely over the children of Chittim and over Edom.
Y'all hear this? So they're one kingdom now. Now, what you're thinking about right now in y'all minds, I guarantee, y'all thinking about Greeks, y'all thinking about Romans, y'all thinking about how it is a few 2,000 years ago from on to this time. And that's not how you're supposed to be thinking about this. And I'm about to show you the verse that proves to you you shouldn't be thinking about the Romans and the Greeks that we know today. Because this didn't happen in that period. Let me show you how far back it goes. Come on.
In those days, after the children of Israel had driven away all the Canaanites and the Amorites, Joshua was old and advanced in years.
Oh, wow.
Y'all see how far back this goes? They've been with Chittim, Tubal, and this goes all the way back. See, we're looking at two different, complete separate stories that's unfolded. We're looking at the history of Esau, but we know the story of the children of Israel. So when we're looking at other histories of other people or enemies against Yah, we're looking at it from the lens of the Hebraic history. And we're looking at what happened. Okay, they did that. They did that. Okay, so now we're way over in town with Romans. Oh, we died with the Messiah. No, this was going on way back in the time of Joshua.
Yeah.
There, now you see what I'm saying. So now when you go from, because remember, this is why I'll say it again. This society has got us thinking the wrong thing about what's in the past and what's in the future. The past is not what you think it is. The future is not what you think it is. I told y'all last week that the past and the future is just like a table. Everything is on the table. And you're maneuvering and progressing in this thing, not going this well forward or having that kind of a thought in your mind, but everything is on. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun.
That's right.
And I talked about technology. I said technology, there's nothing new about anything that we have. This is elementary stuff. Cell phones, computers, that's elementary. They're way far advanced than this. Matter of fact, the further back you go, the better technology you have. If you want to look at it like that. Because they have stones and pyramids that have been made that no human being on the earth right now, we don't even know how they made those things.
Measurements and stuff. Yeah.
The way they're made, the way they're designed. Something else had to make these things.
Designers.
I don't hear what I'm saying.
Right.
So, past, present, all that stuff is irrelevant because we're all living in the present. And because we're living in the present, again, we're going to have to choose what we're going to do now. That's what Joshua said. As for me and my house, we going to serve Yah. Today, we're going to do it.
That's right.
When tomorrow comes, we're going to choose again in the present time to serve Him today. To serve Him every day of our life as we go and walk out and live out our life.
That's right.
Because the past is not what you think. The Hebrews put the past in the future. They put their past in front of them. Hebrews had their past in front of them. That's why when David was taking on Goliath, He said, man, they're going to be just like this bear and this lion that I slew. He's going to be just, this uncircumcised Philistine is going to be just like that bear and that lion that I killed. So he was able to put that in his forefront of his mind. And do it. And win. And cut his head off. Cut off the authority and the power of the giant, the lion. Woo-wee. Y'all got some eating today. Did y'all eat?
Hallelujah. Thank you, Father.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Y'all got something?
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Y'all feel like y'all stuffed?
How can they hear without a preacher?